everybody, and welcome back once again. We finally are able to get going here. Just almost 3 hours late. We had a power outage here in the area, and obviously couldn't do much about it, but we're ready to go now. We're just going to be delayed, I guess, for all the games today. This game here, we got Vancouver Thunderbirds taking on the East Kootenay Avalanche. Yesterday, Vancouver beat the Bobcats 12-0, and East Kootenay lost to the NEBC Trackers 7-3. So East Kootenay are really needing a win here to keep their hopes alive for a semi-final place. And we're underway. Vancouver with it off the draw, sending it in behind the East Kootenay net. It's Parker with it up the boards for Stefano. Dishing for Birmingham. He's going to get it and send it in behind the net. Creeder around the boards. Held in at the far line there by Tom. On the near side now. Marasco with it. He's bodied off the puck in the corner and trying to send it out to the middle there. That was Creeder, and he ends up with it back behind the net again. Now around the near side, chipping it by. It's Taggart with it just in the neutral zone. East Kootenay chipping it in. Creeder back behind the net, sending it around to the near side. Comes back to the line. Johnson's going to hold it in there, in behind the net. McLeod with it. He lost it in the corner, and now he's going to get it back behind the net. Up the boards for Chin. Sends one into the neutral zone. Tom's going to pick it up and send it up into the Vancouver zone. Now long pass up here, looking for Vi Whedon. It was just past him and ended up going all the way down. That's going to be icing. Faceoff's going to come back down into the Thunderbird zone. Off the draw, Vancouver chips it up and by Parker at the line. Taggart digging for it there with Chin and in some feet. Now it comes loose behind the net. Parker with it. Up the boards for Tennant. And held it at the line. That's Miller there at the line holding it in now in the corner. Back to Miller again. Shot with traffic in front. And Larick with the save. Puck in behind the net. Atkins with it, dumping it back behind. Chin trying to bring it out front. It's checked now. Atkins comes in heavily. And puck comes around to the far side, back in behind the net. Atkins with it. Back to the point. I think that's Chin back there. Dumping it in behind the net. And East Kootenay's had enough of that. They're going to send it down the ice, and that's going to be icing as well. Off the draw, fanning on the shot. I think that's Caustic. Oh, sorry, Harris. And they score! Harris from the slot, I believe. Vancouver opening the scoring. It was very soon after the draw. In the corner, it's a high one was set down front. It bounced right onto Harris's stick. I think he might have gloved it down though, but he's able to fire it by Lawrick and open the scoring. Although the scoreboard says 1-1, and that's not right. Off the draw, Vancouver getting it and sending it down the ice. That's going to go all the way down to icing. Lawrick in goal today for East Kootenay Avalanche. Aiden Pang in goal for Vancouver. Face off down the Vancouver zone. Off the draw, Creeder getting up to the red line and sending it into the East Kootenay zone. Sharam back to pick it up behind the net, puts it up the boards and held into the line by McLeod. Back in behind the net, Spring with it. He loses an edge in the corner and now Marasco comes in to help. Puck comes back over the corner. Willoughby with it, sends over to the near side. Now up to the line. Taggart dishing, gets it back. Out to the neutral zone now. Willoughby, I believe that is, backhanding it in. Behind the net, Creeder to pick it up. He's going to carry it up to the blue line and give it to Vi Whedon on the far side. He rings it around the boards, comes over to the near side. Right into the middle. Finch, and he lost it. Now East Kootenay back the other way. It's Caustic with it. He lost it and it's stumped out now. Vi Whedon racing in on it. Trying to get back. He gets around. And a shot, but it was saved. There was a rebound there, but it was cleared away. Now back to the point. Miller with a shot, and that's off it. Parker's skate and the side of the net ends up in the corner. Johnson with it now behind the net. Dishes back the other way. Tom in there. Puck stuck up against the boards. Looks like Tom might be laying on it. Now comes loose. Atkins with it. One handing it out front, and it's sitting right in the crease. They're banging away at it. And it's still there. Good job by Lawrick to hold his ground there and keep that puck out. Vi Whedon with some speed coming in from the outside. He was able to get right in with a move. But he couldn't pull it around the goalie here to the near side. There was a lot of open net, but tried to go 5-0, it looks like. Face off down in the East Kootenay zone. In behind the net, just hopped over a chin stick. Now Sharam in the corner. Hops one up through the middle and all the way down the ice. And that's going to be icing. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. It's ringed around the boards and hops over the stick. Now East Kootenay coming in. It's from the outside. That was Nelson. Backhand shot missed the net. Birmingham holding it at the line. Nelson now in the corner with it. And behind the net. Dishing for Birmingham. Cycling it back for Taggart in the corner. He's got it in behind the net. Being watched there by Borisov. And it comes loose. Vancouver up the wing and can't clear it though. On the near side behind the net, Taggart singing over to the far side for Marasco. And back to the near side. Vancouver trying to clear it. Now they get it up and out and sent down the ice for another icing. So the faceoff's going to come back down in the Vancouver zone. Marasco with it off the draw, in behind the net. Ducks the check. Still has the puck on the far wall. To Spring on the near side at the point, just off his stick. He's going to chip it back in. Now Knopfos with it out to the neutral zone, looking for Weeden there, but it was passed in. Now Schramm comes back the other way for East Kootenay. Dumps it in behind the net. Knopfos again on the near side wall. He's checked and sent back in behind the net. Nelson's going to pick it up there. He's bodied off the puck by Creeder. Gets it back though, right out front, and Vancouver cleared it away. Schramm's going to hold it in at the line, send it around to the far side. Creeder up the boards, held in again on the far side, and right in on goal. And Pang's going to cover it up for a whistle. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Vancouver off the draw, chipping it up the boards. And into the neutral zone. Penalties coming to East Kootenay. It looks like who was taken down. And now we're going to get the call. Birmingham going to the box. Tripping is the call. Yeah, he just got his stick caught right, looks like right in the skate blade actually. Took him a sec to get it out. So Vancouver going on the power play here. Looking to extend their lead. Up 1-0 in the first. Back to the point, Miller. Over to the far side. Back to Miller. Over to the near side. Finch with it, looking for Weeden in the middle, and he turned and fired a shot up over the net. Back to Finch now at the point. On the far side shot, and it looks like there's a rebound. Still sitting there. Now it comes loose. East Kootenay holding it up against the boards. That's Parker in there. And Vancouver. Back to the point. That shot was right on. Nice toe save there by Lawrick. East Kootenay got it and dumped it down the ice. Now Vancouver trying to take advantage of a change, but they're going to circle back in their own zone. East Kootenay getting it in the neutral zone. That's Johnson sending it back in on goal. Hopping over chin stick here. Willoughby picking it up at the red line, back the other way, but Miller intercepted it and got to the red line and dumped it in. Back behind the net, Oler to pick it up. Puck stolen from him, Chin with it. Behind the net, back to the point, Creeder with a shot. And might have been knocked down right in front. Creeder got it back, now to the near side. McLeod with it. Into the half wall, back to McLeod now. Over to Creeder with a little bit of room. Fanning on the shot, but still with it, walking in with him. Nice shot on goal there, and a nice blocker save by Lawrick. Another shot now, and he's going to hold on to that and get a whistle. First shot was fanned on there. Then he was able to almost get into a better spot and with a good shot. A couple chances. Only 6 seconds left now in the East Kootenay penalty. Vancouver winning the draw. McLeod on the near side point, sending it in behind the net. Borisov sent around to the near side. East Kootenay's penalty's over. They're back to full strength. Puck sent out to the neutral zone. Birmingham carrying it in. He's bodied off it. Taggart picking it up, and he's hit hard. Spring with it, though, sending it to the middle, and actually penalty coming. Interference. It's McLeod going to the box for Vancouver. And yeah, that was a late hit, and ref's going to call interference. So East Kootenay's turn to go on the power play now. They win the draw. Back to Taggart. And pass was intercepted, sent all the way down the ice. Roderick playing it for Tom, stopping up behind the net. Moving into Taggart now. Nice move around. He's going to work up to the neutral zone, and he's hit hard on the far side. Kostick dissing it for Marasco, and he's tripped up behind the net. Penalty coming to Vancouver. They're going to go 2 men down. It's going to be for quite a while, too, with 1:26 still left in the first penalty to Vancouver. Marasco with that speed in behind the net. So East Kootenay looking to even it up here. 5-on-3 for extended time. Taggart gets it off the draw. Back to Schramm at the point. Back to Taggart. In the middle, Marasco, he scores! And that didn't take long. Marasco was able to even it up. Here are the fans yelling happy birthday. Right in the middle. Lots of room. Nice shot there, picking the near side corner. 9:50 left, 5 left in the first period. All tied up at 1. Still 1:45 to go in the penalty to Vancouver. That was a 2-man advantage there. Marasco carrying it in. Dishing it back for Tom. To Taggart. In the corner. I think that's Kostick. Sent it out front there. It was off a stick. Back to Tom at the point now. In behind the net. Willoughby. Marasco picking it up on the half wall. And he's taken down, and Vancouver is going to get it and dump it down the ice. Tom back to pick it up behind the net. He's got to stop up to get away from a Vancouver player. Now a quick pass up here to Kostick. Now walking in with a shot on goal. And Walker away by Pang. Now in the corner. Knopfels picked it up. Or that was Stefano. And looks like the net might have been off there. That's the reason for the whistle. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Comes around the near side wall here, and Vancouver with a hard pass up through the middle. That was off Schramm's stick and down into the East Kootenay zone. East Kootenay picking it up though and skating it up to the neutral zone. Still on the power play here for 28 seconds. Johnson trying to chip it ahead, and Tennant in there too. 3 East Kootenay players in there, and they finally get it now. Back to the point, Tom. Shot off a body or two. They score! That shot was deflected a couple times on the way in. I think it went off a stick and then another body in front of the net. Lots of traffic in front. So East Kootenay pulls ahead here. 2-1 now. 8:14 left in the first. That was also a power play goal. And I see the Vancouver player still in the penalty box. Unless they got another penalty, he should be out. And now he's coming out. Not sure why. What was the delay there? Off the draw, McLeod dissing it over to Creeder now. Up. Not sure who that is, but dumped into the near side corner. Stefano back to pick it up for East Kootenay. He's going to stop up and come back the other way with it. And again, almost losing it. Now he gets it over to the far side. Up the wall for Nelson. Back behind the net and looking for Stefano on the near side here. McLeod pinching in. He's going to hold it in and sent up off the glass. Now into the neutral zone. McLeod with it for Vancouver. Dishing for Creeder. On the far side, Vancouver trying to chip it in. Borisov. East Kootenay getting it. And Creeder found on his first attempt to dump it in there, but not the second one. East Kootenay back to pick it up. Vancouver finishing off a change in the middle. Right in front of the East Kootenay bench, and they got caught with too many men. So Vancouver is going back on the power play. Bowler's heading over to the box. A little late on the replay there, but they played it before the player was off. So the face-off down in the East Kootenay zone. Off the draw. It's up against the boards. Back to the line, Miller for Canofos on the half wall with a hard shot there. That was blockered away. Rebound though by Whedon picking it up in the top of the slot with another shot, another blocker save. Now back to the point, over to the near side. Miller with a shot. That's walked and right in the front. Comes back again. Miller with it over to the far side, and another penalty coming to East Kootenay. They got their goalie out here, and Esposito there with a slap shot. He broke his stick on the one-timer. Sharam looks like he's heading over to the box for East Kootenay, so it's going to be a 5-on-3 the other way. I don't know if I caught it on the replay or not. No, I didn't. So Vancouver here with a chance now to tie it up. They're going to get a minute and 8 5-on-3. Right off the draw, East Kootenay gets it and fires it down the ice. Creeder back to pick it up to the neutral zone, moves it over to McLeod with lots of room, moving through the neutral zone. Dishes for Vi Whedon. Back to the far side, Creeder walking in, and his shot was over the net to the near side. McLeod now back to Atkins at the point, walking in. That's not Atkins. That's Finch. McLeod with it, back to Finch again. Dishing back to McLeod. Over to Creeder on the far side. And his pass back was off, and coming back the other way is Birmingham. The shot there, that took a bounce off Creeder and just wide of the net. Now a hard check in the far corner. Vancouver now trying to break out. Vi Whedon with it at the red line. Good job by Birmingham though to get back, and Can't get him off the puck though, and right in on goal with a shot. Lawrick's gonna take that one off the blocker and cover it up for a whistle. So East Kelowna able to kill off the 5-on-3. Still 51 seconds left though, and Stefano's penalty. That's actually Schramm's penalty. Back to Wickeden on the blue line for Vancouver now into the corner. Back to Wickeden again. Now in for Chin. And he gets a backhand off there. And Lawrick is able to hold on to that one and get a whistle. Only 27 seconds left now in the East Kootenay penalty. .443 left here in the first. East Kootenay up 2-1 right off the draw. Vancouver walking into a shot there. It was blocked. That was Wickeden with that shot. Now back to pick it up is Mackay. Behind the net to Wickeden on the near side. Through the neutral zone now over to the far side for Chin. Tried to dump it in but fanned on it, and East Kootenay dumped it back out to the neutral zone. Now Vancouver, that's Atkins. Chin over looking for Alvin on the near side, and it was just behind him now. Johnson coming back for East Kootenay. In. Shot. Right in, and Tang's gonna make the glove save and hold on. So that's it for the East Kootenay penalty. They're able to kill that off. Kill off the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4. Vancouver winning the draw, sending it around to the far side. Esposito into the middle. It's Hu carrying it up through the neutral zone. He was able to evade a check there and get it inside the East Kootenay zone. Now right in front, stealing it. It's a good chance, and that was Esposito now. Held into the line by Miller to the far side. Hu with a slap shot. Lawrick's going to glove that one down and get a whistle. Stolen right in front of the net here. With a nice drag move and a shot that just went over the net. Off the draw, Whedon gets it. Dishes for Finch, trying to spin off a couple checks in the corner. Just pinned up against the boards now. Comes loose. Whedon sent, or that was actually Kanopos looking for Whedon there in the slot. Now it's behind the net. Taking into the boards hard there behind the net. Zoller. Now coming out, trying to walk out into the slot by Whedon. He's checked. And Marasco dishing for Taggart. He tried to dump it in, I think, there, and it was picked off back the other ways. Vancouver comes now by Whedon's knocked off the puck. And Finch holding it in at the line. East Kootenay's there, though. They're going to send that out to the neutral zone. By Whedon over the far side. Up now looking for Kanopos, and East Kootenay picking it off now, coming back the other way. That was Birmingham right in with a shot. Didn't exactly see what happened there. I was trying to figure out who that was. And Vancouver dumping it down the ice. It's going to be icing. And I didn't even get a replay. 2:09 left here in the first period. East Kootenay still up 2-1. Vancouver out shooting East Kootenay though, 12-6 at this point. Off the draw, sent around to the far side. Atkins, I think, trying to chip it up ahead into the neutral zone. Just inside the blue line now, it comes back out. Back to Wickenden at the red line and off chin stick in. Mackay now, he's got the puck knocked off his stick. Miller with it, off the boards and not out. Held in by Tom. Now the other way. Cheevers, or that's Johnson actually. For East Kootenay. Holding it in, he gets it back now in the middle. Right in the middle with a shot, and Hang steered that one into the corner. Vancouver trying to chip it out. It's held in by Sharam, and that shot was off chin over to the far corner. Johnson in the corner trying to now actually that's Tennant actually in there now too. Comes back to the point. Sharam with a shot, and Johnson trying to bang home the rebound. Can't get his stick on it, and Vancouver clears it out and down. Just drifting down, not going to be enough for icing. Bowler back to pick it up over to the near side for Marasco. Nice pass up for Taggart. Quickly in to the corner. Out front, Marasco with a backhand. Missed the net. Taggart with it now. Back to Parker at the line. That shot was blocked. And Miller getting it up ahead for Esposito. He's going to dump it into the East Kootenay zone. And behind the net, Harris with it out front. Goes right back to Creeder at the point with a one last shot. So a good period of hockey there. East Kootenay coming away with a 1-goal lead, 2-1. So we're going to get a flood, and we'll be back in a few minutes. underway. East Kootenay up 2-1. Puck in the East Kootenay zone. And penalty coming to East Kootenay right off the bat here. Actually, that's going to be on Vancouver. I think Harris, I believe. No, it's Atkins actually. Knocked the stick right out of the hand of the East Kootenay player. Actually, 2 slashes there. So East Kootenay going on the power play here, looking to extend the lead early in the second period. Just past Tom at the blue line there. Finch had some room, but he decided just to fire it down the ice. Now Marasco with it behind the net, moving it up for Taggart. Back to Marasco here with some speed coming through the neutral zone. Trying to work in from the outside. He gets in with a backhand shot from a sharp angle. And Pang's gonna hang on to that one and get a whistle. Off the face-off, comes back to Tom. Over to Taggart on the far side. Top of the circle, over to the near side. They score! Nelson with a one-timer on the power play. East Kootenay extending the lead right off the draw. Tom got it to Taggart, and then that backdoor pass with a nice shot by Nelson, and able to find the back of the net as Pang was sliding across. So early in the second period, East Kootenay extends the lead to 3-1. Now East Kootenay trying to break out of their zone. They're sent back in behind the net. Ooh, Lawrick out to play it. He fell down on one knee, but he's back in his net now. Puck in the corner. Vancouver comes away with it. It's Borisov in the corner, ends up behind the net. Esposito picking it up. He's checked by Sharam in the far corner, and the puck's actually behind the net. Now dumped down the ice, and icing is the call. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Off the draw and behind the net. Parker had it, got it stolen. Vancouver with it now, trying to get it out front. I think that was knocked away there by Lawrick. Back to the point, Mackay. Now in behind the net. Birmingham with it, spinning off a check, comes back to the near side. Chipping a high one up into the middle. And he's looking for Stefano, breaking up through the neutral zone, but he was being tied up, and puck ended up going all the way down for icing. Not sure what's going on there at the East Kootenay net. Schramm looked like he was checking to make sure Lawrick had water in his bottle. Off the face-off now, Vancouver with it. Gets it back to Hu at the point. Shot right in. That's knocked down in front. There's a rebound. And they can't get a good shot off, and it's cleared away. Taggart clearing it up to the neutral zone by Whedon. Fishing back for Hu. For Finch. just knocked off his stick. He's got to circle back into his own zone now. The pass was off Willoughby's stick and into the far corner. Now back to Hu in front of the net. Just outside the line. Rasko tried to chip it back in, but Hu grabbed it and came back the other way. Kanopos now looking, trying to get in front of the net. It was knocked away by Tom. Behind the net. Vancouver was sending one out front there that was off the East Kootenay player's skate, and Caustic now with it behind the net. That pass was behind Johnson and all the way down for icing. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Off the draw, Taggart picking it up, kicking it up to his, that's Johnson. Kind of overskated a bit and sent it ahead now. Vancouver coming back the other way with it, walking right in with a shot that went up off the crossbar, and the rebound right there too. And it looks like Lawrick was able to cover it up. Close call there for Vancouver. Walking in, shot went right up off the crossbar and bounced right out, actually almost right in front of the net. Face off in the Avalanche zone, shot from the point by Creeder, right on, but no traffic, and Lawrick grabbed it and held on, no rebound. Off the draw, Nelson trying to chip it out. Creeder at the blue line, he can't hold it in. And Stefano now into the Thunderbirds zone. Nelson picking it up, and that shot's off a stick over the net, over to the far side. Birmingham picking it up with a shot in, and Pang making the save and jumping on it, covering it up. Face off in the Thunderbird zone now. Into the corner off the draw. Sent around the far side. Shin was swatting on it there, but it ended up in the corner now. Birmingham picking it up for East Kootenay. Just off his stick in the corner though. And up off the glass and out. Shin with it though. He's got it. They score! We had Alvin right streaking in through the middle. And he's able to one-hand it in. It was a nice pass. Up off the glass, and Chin picking it up. Alvin went straight to the net, and pass was a good one. Just had to get his stick out there and tap it in the open net. So the lead is cut to 3-2. East Kootenay trying to break in there. It's Tennant. Couldn't get to the net. Now he gets it back. Back to the point. That shot was off a body and into the corner. Vancouver trying to clear it out. They get it to the neutral zone. Tom dishes it over for Stefano. And broken up now, Chin in, and watch out, he almost got creamed there by Tom coming across, but he was able to just get out of the way at the last second. Now on the far side, Finch with it, he lost it. Now back to the line, over to the near side. Hu with a shot, and glove down in front by Tom. That was a pretty hard shot, the glove, but he got it now. Hu with it, backhanded back the other way. Tom's able to poke it out to the neutral zone, but it's sent back in, and Spring sending it up just at the Vancouver blue line. And then chip it out to the neutral zone. Finch for Vancouver picking it up. He's bothered by Taggart. Off Finch skate there right in front of the net. Taggart on the forecheck. Finch sends it back behind the net for who? Stopping up now to the near side. Knopfels there. It's back in though. Now they're going to send one off the glass again, and I think the ref thought that went off the net and not the glass, so they're going to blow it down. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Frieder sent it around the far boards. Willoughby there for East Kootenay. Back into the Vancouver zone and up to the red line area. Whedon tapped that ahead. Marasco now just in front of the net. Over to the near side here for Willoughby. Into the Vancouver end now. Trying to get it out front. That was off a stick into the far corner. Knopfels now up, can't clear it, gets it back. And Finch, he's got Whedon at the red line. On a breakaway, he scores! I could hear Whedon yelling for it. He was open behind the East Kootenay D, and walked in on a breakaway. Was way behind everybody. In with a nice move and tucking it behind the goalie to tie it up. With 13-17 left in the second, all tied up at 3. Now Mackay in his own zone sends it across the front of the net, and Vancouver sends a high one off the boards and all the way down the ice. Icing is a call here. Face-off coming back down in the Thunderbirds zone. Into the corner, Alvin with it, sends it around to Esposito, dishing ahead and out to the neutral zone. Sharam for East Kootenay picking it up over to the far side for Johnson. High pass up is knocked down by Esposito, and Kostyuk picked it up. Dished it for Parker now over to the far side, held it at the line. Right in front now with a good shot and a rebound. Good chance there by Vancouver. Not sure who that was though, but pass up, and that shot there with a right off the pad and a rebound, but Lawrick with a couple nice stops to keep it tied up at 3. Now right off the draw, Alvin trying to get a shot off, that's blocked. Birmingham chipping it off the glass and out. Now back out to the neutral zone. Nelson chipping it back in. Vancouver passing it up through the middle. Atkins trying to break away. And a nice check there by Birmingham on the half wall. Now Tom taking Atkins out in the corner. Puck dumped around the far side. Spring chipping it ahead. Vancouver dumping it in from the red line. Tom back to pick it up around the far side. Spring. Pass is cut off in the middle by Chin, sending it out front, but he's off Tom's skate now to the far side. Birmingham now trying to chip it out and held it at the line by Finch. Atkins now up for who? Trying to work into the middle. Nice move and dishing back now for Finch at the blue line. Working into the middle, and he was lined up. Now a shot. That was a hard shot by Whedon right off the crossbar. Now a shot from the point's deflected into the corner. Alvin with it on the, that's Finch, sorry, on the far wall. Over to the near side now. Miller with a shot, that's deflected, missing the net. Over to the far side. Finch gloving it down. The top of the slot with a shot. And that was just deflected right in front of the net. Steered into the corner by Rorick. In behind the net, Knopflos to Finch in the corner. He's checked by Spring, but he comes away with it. By Whedon picking it up now. Out to the top of the slot, his shot was blocked by Nelson, I think, and East Kootenay's had enough of that. They're going to send it down the ice. Take the icing. Heavy shot here. East Kootenay was going for the big hit, and the puck came loose for Vi Whedon, and that was the inside of the crossbar with a hard shot. Face off down the East Kootenay zone after Vancouver pressuring. Yeah, puck dumped up, and it's tipped, I think they're saying, so not icing. Hang back to stop it up behind the net. Frieder playing it up now into the middle for Esposito. Looking in 1-on-3, gets into the back end, heavily into the boards, end boards. Frieder with a shot that was blocked into the corner now. Esposito, I think he's still a little bit hurt from that. Going into the end board there. Now Esposito trying to clear it out. Held into the blue line by Parker. Back in behind the net. On the far side, McLeod up ahead now. Cleared out to the neutral zone. Tennant racing in on it. Went right through Frieder, and he still has it right out front. A good play and another shot. That was saved. Another rebound, and East Kootenay with a bunch of chances there. One shot there. There was a couple shots before. There was another shot. And finally, Pang's able to get it covered up. Off the draw, back to the point. The shot was blocker to just behind the net, and it bounced back in front. Pang's going to cover it up, get another whistle. East Kootenay winning the draw game. Parker with a shot. That was a rolling puck that he didn't get all of it. Right in on goal. Easily covered by Pang. East Kootenay winning it again. Tom over to Parker. This time high shot. That missed the net. And Atkins knocking it out to just inside the East Kootenay zone, and Atkins coming in. That was just barely offside. Off the draw, Schramm chipping it up ahead. Wicket in for Vancouver. Moving it over to the near side. Now he gets it back. And that pass right up through the middle. That was Spring was able to pick it off though. Tennant now with getting that loose puck and firing it in. Wicket in the far corner with it. He's got to stop up to get away from a check and fire down the ice. It's not going to be enough for icing, or it might have been tipped. Spring back to pick it up behind the East Kootenay net. Passing up through the middle, that was right to a Vancouver player and sent back in behind the net. Schramm now trying to get it to Willoughby on the near side. That was back at the point. Mackay, though, got it, and shot was wide. It might have been a shot pass. Now, by Whedon, dishing for Finch in the corner. Pinned up against the boards there by Schramm, but by Whedon came in and picked it up, gets it back to Mackay at the point. Shot in on goal. That was wide. There's a rebound right there. And Walrick with the pad down. able to stop it as they rebounded off the boards and came over to the other side of the net. Off the face-off into the corner. Tom dishing behind the net. In the corner now. Tennant trying to push it out, and who picks it up, backhanding it back into the near corner. Knopflos sending it around behind the net to the far side. Taggart chipping it, but not out. By Whedon over to the near side. Who with a little room walking in. Slap shot. Nice block there by Rasco. That one stung though, and he's limping his way back to the front of the net. Vancouver with another chance right in front. Nice save by Lawrick. In tight now, back to the point. Finch trying to get around Taggart. He chips it back into the corner and in front of the net. Tom dishes it around. Finch at the blue line with it. He was in his feet and it just came outside the line. Now he sends it over to the near side. Who into the middle by Whedon. Backhanding it in behind the net. Marasco back there to pick it up. He lost it though to Who, I think. And held in at the line. Now in behind the net. And by Whedon with it. Spinning off a check right in front. He had Cheevers there, but just went by. Now back to the shot from the far point. That was wide. Now Who with a shot. Tipped in front. That was Borisov getting a stick on that one. Missed the net. Now comes out to the neutral zone and sent back in. Vancouver's got a tag up there offside. And East Kootenay's going to fire it down the ice. It's icing. So Vancouver with some chances right out front. Shot was blocked, I think, but a backhand there. Good save. 5:59 to go in the second period. All tied up at 3. Puck in behind the net. Moved up to Nelson on the half wall. Vancouver with it behind their net. Had extended music there. Back at the point now. Tipped in front. They score! Sharam's shot from the point was tipped in front. And I'm not sure if they're thinking it's a high stick or not. Looks like Nelson went first in the line. He must have tipped it. That's his second of the game. That was tipped from a ways out. I think it bounced off the ice and no goal, they're saying. So I guess tipped with a high stick. Faceoff's coming outside the zone. So looked like East Kootenay was going to go up 4-3, but they're calling it back. Avalanche don't like it. They're saying that it was hit with not a high stick. Coach is on the bench. Vancouver is over ready to take the draw. They just want to get going. Now East Kootenay is going to line up. Off the draw inside the Vancouver zone. Creeder off the glass and into the East Kootenay bench. Tough call on that one. It's hard to tell how high the stick is when it's in real time like that. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Up to the red line and dumping it in. And not to the red line, I guess. I'm going to call icing. Let's see if we can take another look. It's right in front, and I don't know, it doesn't look like a high stick to me, but I'm not the ref. Off the draw in the Vancouver zone, Taggart with it behind the net, sent it out front, but there was nobody there. Knafo's picking it up and skating it out to the red line. Got a couple players on him, but he's able to dump it in behind the net. Vi Whedon in to pick it up now, dishes around, but Mukai hadn't got there yet, and it comes out to the neutral zone. Now Finch over to the far side. Wickeden dumping it into the near corner. Tom back to pick it up for East Kootenay. Move behind the net there and off the glass and out and down, and that's going to go all the way. It looks like that's icing. 4:34 to go in the second period, all tied up at 3. East Kootenay looking like they were going to go ahead, but it's not to be, still tied up. Face off down the East Kootenay zone. Right off the draw, Esposito with a shot that just missed the net. Held in at the line now in the near corner. Harris trying to spin off a check. Sent back behind the net. Sharam up for Johnson. He's going to turn and fire it down the ice, and that's going to go all the way for icing. Right off the draw here. Ends up on Esposito's stick. He got a quick shot out there, just barely missed the net. Another face-off in the East Kootenay zone. And behind the net, Oler sends it around the near side. Outside the line, Stefano racing for it, but Vancouver's going to pick it up, move it up ahead. That's Chen moving in around the outside, out to the middle. Who walking in with a shot, and there's a rebound right in front. Lawrick reached out and covered it up. Good speed by Chin there, coming in from the outside. Face off in the Avalanche zone. Back to Hu at the point. His shot's blocked by Nelson, and he can't clear it though. He can't quite find it. And back in the corner, Tom. Ooh, tried to get it behind the net, I think, but it went right out front. Luckily, there's no Vancouver players there now. Back in behind the net, Tom. Dishing. For Birmingham, long pass up for, looking for Stefano there, almost at the blue line, and couldn't get it. Goes down for icing. Off on the near side now in the East Kootenay zone. Behind the net, Parker picking it up. Has to spin off a check. Heads back in behind the net, now up the boards. Held in at the line, but the pass across is picked off by Willoughby, and he's going to move into the Vancouver zone. Sending it in behind the net. Taggart picking it up, but he's taken out. And by Whedon picking up the puck. Long pass over to Knopfos on the far side, just off his stick though, and cleared away. Now up to Knopfos again in the East Kootenay zone. Try to get it out front. Morakos though picked it up. Finch now has it. He's taken into the end boards, but he still has it. Back to Creeder at the point. Back to Finch. Back to Creeder. That shot was blocked by Willoughby, and He gets to the red line and dumps it in. They're saying ice. I didn't think that was icing. Thought he got to the red line on that one, but the linesman didn't, I guess. Face-off coming back down into the Avalanche zone. Off the draw. Bowler in the corner. He's taken into the boards, and the ref blew it down. He was on the puck. Esposito off the draw, back to Mackay. Picked up by Oler and into the middle there for Johnson. Behind him a bit, he couldn't handle the pass. Now Borisov chipping ahead. Can't get it into the East Kootenay zone though, and now it's sent in. Pang's going to stop it up behind the Vancouver net. Fired around the boards here to the near side. Trying to clear it, but held in at the line by Oler. And took a shot there with no traffic, and Pang's going to glove that one and hold on. Face-off coming back down into the Vancouver's, or not coming back down, it's staying in, I guess, the Vancouver end. Back to the point. Parker trying to hold it in at the line. Up against the boards. Now it comes out to the middle. Vancouver picking it up and sending it up to the neutral zone. Chin, he's knocked off the puck. Vancouver gets it now inside their zone. Over looking for Chin in the middle, knocked down, but Birmingham taking in the boards. He was trying to work his way in. Now pass up through the middle. Looking for Alvin, but went by now. Sharam. Hard rim attempt that was knocked down. Comes back to the near side point of Who, and we're getting a penalty. I didn't notice. Slashing. Thunderbirds are heading to the box. It's Alvin. Kootenay taking the body in the neutral zone. Going on the power play. Taggart off the draw. Back to Tom at the point. Walking in with a shot. Tipped in front by Marassos. Tipping that one in, I think. Yeah, looks like he's going first in the line. That's his second of the game. And I think I pressed the wrong button here. Yeah. So it didn't take East Kootenay long on that power play to get a goal and go ahead 4-3 here in the second period. By leading in front of the net, it's cleared away. Rascal taking the body in the corner now too. And Willoughby sending it up ahead for Taggart. Not much time left. He's going to take a shot. That's steered aside. So after two, Thunderbirds are out shooting East Kootenay 22-17, but down 4-3. We're going to flood the ice, and we'll be back in a few minutes. away by Wheaton in right off the bat. He scores! Right off the draw. Vancouver ties it up. Breaking in off the draw. And that might have even gone off the stick of East Kootenay player, but wow. 8 seconds into the game, into the period, I should say, and Thunderbirds tied up. Now out to the red line, McLeod. Knopfels shot in on goal, and it was steered up off the glass and then came right back in front. Caught, I think, by Lawrick. You don't see goals scored much quicker than that off opening faceoffs. Faceoff down in the East Kootenay zone. Schramm dishing around behind the net. Oler now around the far side. It's held in on the far side by Creeder, but actually it came out inside by the Vancouver blue line. Up for Creeder now, moving in and fanning on a shot. Gets it back, sends it back for Atkins, and he was taken down and the puck slid towards the goal. Lawrick's going to cover it up for a whistle. Off the draw, comes back to Who at the point. He trips and coming back the other way. Nelson in with a shot. And Hang making the save. Who lost his footing there at the blue line, and Nelson picked up the loose puck and came in with a backhand shot. Looks like, I think that was Miller who was able to get back and actually might have got his stick in the way there before he could get the shot off. What action we're having here, only a minute into the third period. Now off the draw. Vancouver carrying it up. Esposito gets to the blue line and chips it ahead. Birmingham carrying it around and actually shooting it around the far boards. It's held in at the line. Now chipped out in the neutral zone. Mackay sending a high one back in. Tom back to pick it up. He spins off the check. Birmingham up the boards to the middle and fanning on the clear in. And it was Wickenden who was back now. East Kootenay at their blue line, chipping ahead. Marasco. And hit on the far side now, right in front. Taggart with a chance. Can't get it to go though. And knocked down in front and sent down the ice by Vancouver. And that's going to go all the way down for icing. Hit on the far side there. Thought I actually got it right in front here. I guess it's the whole thing. Taggart with a good chance. Right in front. Couldn't get a good shot away though. Off the draw, Schramm with a shot deflected in front. Off a foot, I think that went off Creeder's foot actually, and Taggart was right there, now sent down the ice, and another icing. Just bounced out to the side of the net there. East Kootenay didn't have anybody to put it in the side. Or Taggart was there, but couldn't get a stick on it. Now face-offs down the Vancouver zone again. Taggart back to Oler. Shot right in front. There's a rebound. Cleared away. Johnson was right there. Looking for the deflection now, right in front. Finch with a shot. That missed the net. Might have been deflected. Johnson now off the boards and out and down and all the way down. That's icing. Knopfos in and then he's trying to pass it across, but it went off a skate and Finch just picked it up right at the top of the slot. The shot was deflected wide. Now off the draw, who with a shot that missed the net. Around the near side. Up to the neutral zone and I think that went off a player on the East Kootenay bench. Faceoff's going to come back down just outside the Vancouver's blue line. Comes back to Sharam. Sends it into the Vancouver zone. Miller picking it up just on the half wall now. I think that's Hugh sending a high pass up to Chin in the middle. He knocked it down with his glove, but couldn't get a hold of it. Now back the other way. Caustic just lost it at the top of the slot. Now Vancouver trying to clear it just at the blue line. Caustic sends it back the other way, but Vancouver's there. Now Chin, pass up through the middle, is knocked down by Nelson. Atkin on the far side, chipping it ahead. Sharam back to pick it up behind the East Kootenay net. Passing over to the far side, that was off Nelson's stick and down into the Vancouver zone. Falling on it. And now Vancouver picks it up. It's Borisov off the glass and into the Kootenay zone. Birmingham back to pick it up. Spins off a check there. And off the boards. Ooh, coming in. Not sure who that is there, but good play by Kootenay to knock that away. Esposito, I think, was coming right in with a slap shot. Puck knocked down into the Vancouver zone now. Looking in, picking it up and sending it off the glass and all the way down. Another icing. .31 to go in the third, all tied up at 4. Important game for these teams. Well, they're all important games. In behind the net, Vancouver. On the far side, Sharam trying to carry it in there. He knocked off his stick. Vancouver can't clear it. Oler holding it at the line for a second now. By Whedon coming back the other way. He's got Finch with a nice move, dishing back, and By Whedon couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now back the other way. East Kootenay comes to red line. They're going to dump it in. Hang out to play it. He's going to leave it there. And Vancouver is taken down. Might be McLeod behind the net, but Finch back the other way up for By Whedon. And around to the near side, chipped up the boards. Finch picking it up though. Knoppos shots off a stick and bounced right out front now. Looks like knocked down with a high stick by East Kootenay, I think, and once they touched the puck, the ref blew it down. Faceoff's going to come outside the line. Must have been Vancouver's high stick, I guess. Off the draw. Alvin walking in with a shot that was knocked into the corner by Stefano. Alvin gets it back right out front now. Willoughby sends it down the ice, and looks like it's going to be icing again. Out the Faceoff comes back to the point. Who with a shot on goal. A rebound's picked up by Tom and cleared into the corner. Tennant with it. Sends it back behind the net for Tom and back the other way. Elvin now for Vancouver. Right in front, and that I think went off Chin's stick, and not sure if Lawrick got a piece of it or not. Right in the crease though, and now in behind the net, sent out front. Tennant's there though, he's gonna try and clear it, but he can't. Sent back into the corner. Out front. Who tried to spin back with it, but back the other way. Tennant now moving in one-on-one. Right in on goal. He was checked. He couldn't get a shot off, and the puck sent around all the way back down into the East Kootenay zone. Over to Schramm on the near side. His pass across was knocked down by Harris, but he gets it back and tried to get it over there for Birmingham, and it was in front of him and went all the way down. And that's going to be icing. Chance here. Puck was sent out in front. That looks like it went off of a skate in front, actually. It was Tom, I think. Just missed the net. Face off. East Kootenay zone. Schramm with it in behind the net. Tried to pass it up there. It went off a stick in front, but they're able to recover it now. Long pass up for Stefano in the middle. Was off Wickenton actually and into the corner. Now dishing in behind the net. Mukai up the boards, but picked off by Birmingham, and he's checked hard. Puck's loose in behind the net. Now out to the middle. Vancouver chipping it to the neutral zone. Wickenton now just inside the Thunderbirds blue line, up to Esposito, moving in over the blue line, in with a shot on goal. That's off the pad and right out front. Cleared away by Tom, but shot there right off the side of the net. Borisov with that shot. Now East Kootenay clearing up to the neutral zone. Cleared away. Wickenton dishing for Creeder. He's going to send it in. I think that went off a body and into the net area. Cleared away. Tom in the corner now, off the glass. Held in at the line by Creeder. Not held in, the linesman says. East Kootenay trying to clear that out of the front of the net, and Esposito, I think that was, with a shot there just off the side of the net. Face off now outside of the East Kootenay zone. Vancouver controlling it just inside their blue line. McLeod up the boards for Knopflos. East Kootenay can't clear it. Now it's in there behind the net. Finch checked behind there. Net. Schramm sends it around the boards for East Kootenay now. Johnson clearing it up to the neutral zone. Finch picking up a loose puck though and skating it back the other way. Tried to send it out front, but Oler was there. He's going to send it back behind the net for Schramm. Now sent up to the neutral zone and in. Marasco racing in on it. He's going to get there first. He's taken out behind the net though, and Creeder picking it up for a second now. The other way, Johnson with a shot, and that was off a stick, and Tang's going to glove it and hold on for a whistle. I don't know if I had a replay. No, I didn't have a replay. Face off in the Thunderbird zone. 10:56 left to go in the third period. All tied up at 4. Dumped down the ice off the draw, and it's rolling down and waving off icing. Comes out front. Elvin with a shot. That went off the crossbar. Comes back to the point. Who just across for Miller. Shot right on goal, and gloved and held on to there by Lawrick. Alvin picking up that puck in the top of the slot. shooting it off the crossbar. Close call there. Off the draw now, in behind the net. Battling hard for it. East Kootenay comes away with it. Kostick up the boards now. Who at the point with a shot. Well, that was gloved. Held on to. Might have been missing the net. (28-22) are the shots on goal in favor of Vancouver. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. It comes around to the near side off the draw. Borisov holding it in there. Now sent around the far side. Nelson chipping it out. Stefano chipping it ahead, and Vancouver now in their own zone in the corner. Passing over to the far side, that was intercepted by Parker. Good job there. Vancouver player might have been away. Now Stefano with a shot attempt. That was blocked into the corner. Birmingham. He's got a couple players on him, and penalty coming to Vancouver after Birmingham was taken into the boards. It's Borisov heading to the penalty box. Boarding is the call. Looks like it might have been a little bit of a high hit. 9:32 to go in the third period, all tied up at 4. East Kootenay going on the power play. Right off the draw though, Vancouver is able to clear it down. Tom back to pick it up. Gets it up to the red line. Now chipped ahead for Marasco. He's got it in the corner. Sends it around the near side. Taggart's going to pick it up on the half wall. Back to Tom. Back to Taggart. Moving in. Shot. Save. Taggart walking in, and he likes to walk in and get that shot off there, but Hang's able to glove it and hold on. Now Miller for Vancouver, in behind the net, can't clear it. Tom at the point, moves it over to Taggart. Back to Tom. Walking in with a shot, and that was off Miller's skate, I think, into the corner. Back to Tom again. Taggart. Shot, that scores! Power play goal. Power play goal here. Let's put the Avalanche up. Taggart walking in with that shot, and that time he was able to find the top corner. So 8:46 to go. Vancouver is down by 1. Off the draw, just inside the Avalanche zone. They ship it out to the neutral zone. Miller moving it ahead. Picked off though by Nelson. East Kootenay trying to come the other way with it. Sharam sending one in on goal, and it's going to be steered aside. Miller with it now behind the net to Who on the far side to the blue line, and that pass was behind. Spring picking it up and clearing it ahead, but it's sent right back into the Avalanche zone. Now that's sent out to the middle. Mackay there to Who, now back to Mackay, just at the Vancouver blue line, chipped ahead. And Tom got it there, he sent it down the ice. He was on the wrong side of the red line though. That's going to be icing. Face-off coming back into the East Kootenay zone. Just under 8 minutes to go. Puck sent out front, but cleared away. Now, Wicked in with it in the neutral zone. Over to the far side, now he gets it back. Up to Harris, he's going to tip that one in. That was Oler sending it around the boards, but over to the near side, Wicked in with a shot, and he scores! Just like that, Vancouver ties it back up. Back at the line, Wicked in with a shot, and 3 bodies in front. It makes it through everybody and finds the back of the net. So we're all tied up at 5 now. Still 7:31 to go. Off the face-off by Whedon, trying to work his way in. He's checked just inside the blue line. Now Taggart for Marasco. 1-on-3, can't get through, and puck comes loose now by Whedon. Trying to pass it across there. It was off McLeod, I think, and he got it. Sent it ahead, and then he's Kootenay. Schramm sending it down the ice. And that's going to be icing. So the faceoff's going to come back down into the Avalanche zone. Off the draw. Springs in it behind the net. And all the way down in the Vancouver zone. Blowing a tire. McLeod, I think that is. It is. Got it up to the blue line now. Finch trying to chip it ahead. Tom chipping it outside the blue line. Creeder now just at the Thunderbirds line. Up ahead and chipped in behind the net. Finch battling with Tom. And they both go down. Birmingham taking down his man there. Vancouver calling for a penalty, but no call now. Back the other way. Tennant working in 1-on-1 to the net. And Hang with the save. I think that was who, though, was able to get back from the outside, trying to go 5-hole, but Pang shutting the pads. Face off in the Vancouver zone. Back to Schramm off the draw, shot in there and no traffic. That's going to be knocked down by Pang. Vancouver controlling it now. Up off the glass and all the way down. Looks like that's going to go. Lots of icing calls in this game. What an exciting finish we got here in this one. Back and forth. It's been really close the whole game. Face off in the Thunderbird zone. Shipping it, but Marasco holding it in there at the line. Now Vancouver with it behind the net, up the boards. Chin trying to kick it ahead. Gets it for Alvin over the blue line, in with a shot off a stick and over the net, off the glass, on the near side boards. Wickeden trying to hold it in at the line, but it comes out. Mackay now with it at the red line. Dumps it in. Vancouver's going to change. Behind the net. I think that's Alvin. Trying to get it out there. He was waiting for it. Everybody was kind of coming off a change. But Lawrick was able to cover it up and hold on for a whistle. Right off the face-off, in on net there, steered aside, now off the glass, now to the neutral zone. McLeod sends it over to the far side. Esposito dumping it in on goal, and Lawrick's going to glove it and hold on. Another whistle. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Sharam with it behind the net. Firing one off the boards out to the neutral zone. Creeder for Vancouver. Dishing ahead. Borisov chipping it in. Sharam picking it up into the corner now. Going to stop up and looking for somebody to pass to. Chipping it up to Taggart now into the middle. Off Caustic's skate, and McLeod picking it up back the other way into the middle now. Turned over, and he's turned over the other way. Borisov trying to chip it ahead. Stefano back. Now it's cleared ahead, and Vancouver at their blue line shot it down. Another icing. Face off deep in the Thunderbirds zone. Goes into the corner. Finch picking it up. Now who? Out through the neutral zone with some speed. Dishing for Kanopos and right out front. But East Kootenay's able to clear it away. Stefano racing for it. He can't get there, and Vancouver chips it out to the neutral zone. Kanopos with it over the East Kootenay line now from the outside, working in with a shot. And save. Sharp angle. Not much to shoot at there. 3:34 left. All tied up. Back to Wickenden. Dumping it in off the glass and behind the net. Sharam trying to clear it back, but Wickenden's going to hold it in. Sent around to the far side. Willoughby off the boards and out. Wickenden now. Alvin up. And tipping that one in. I guess it wasn't tipped. Looks like they called icing on it. Off the draw, Chin picking it up and carrying it up into the neutral zone. He's checked, but Atkins picked it up and got it in. Parker now spinning off a check in the corner, working it up for Tennant. He's going to backhand it out to the neutral zone. Wickenden over to the far side now into the middle. Atkins to Chin in the slot. Shot blocked now right in, and I don't think Lawrick knew where that was. It was under him. Finch able to walk into that one, and nice save. Keeping it tied up late in the third period. Off the draw by Wheaton with a shot. That was blocked by Marasco. Puck in the corner. Knopfler sending it out front. That went right through the slot. Now back at the point. Creeder, shot's blocked. And back the other way. That was Nelson. Now Creeder in the East Kootenay zone. Sharam firing one around off the glass, and Creeder can't hold it in at the line. Dumps it back in. Vancouver's got to check up though. And that one's fired down the ice. It's going to be icing. Under 2 minutes to go now. Off the draw, ends up in the corner. Willoughby with it, or it's Birmingham, sorry. Now puck comes out front and covered up. Vancouver out front. Gonna get a stick on it now, back the other way. Johnson racing in on it, trying to get in from the outside. He gets there, and Hank stuck out the pad. Fans are yelling for help. In the corner there, now it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Bowler back to pick it up. Sends a pass up here to Taggart over his stick into the neutral zone now. Miller for Vancouver sends it back in behind the net. Bowler up for Tennant. We lost it, and Thunderbirds come back the other way. It's Finch spinning off the check, dishing back into the half wall. And Oler sending it down the ice. If that goes all the way, it's going to be icing, and it looks like it is. Good play here by Johnson. He was able to push that puck into the middle and then tried to slide it in on the near side here, but Hank stuck the pad out. Looks like we got timeout called by Vancouver Thunderbirds. What a game this has been. Back and forth and staying within, I think, one goal the whole way. 1 goal lead. Shots are pretty even. Vancouver is out shooting East Kootenay 33-28. 29.9 seconds left. Face off in the East Kootenay zone. Tom for Sharam behind the net. Long pass up here for Taggart. That was knocked away by McLeod though. And Creeder sending it into the zone. Now Finch walking in. It was knocked off his stick by Tom. On the half wall now, trying to get into the middle. Dishing for McLeod. Slap shot off a stick. That was off a Birmingham stick, actually. Now another shot. Nice save there. And again out front. East Kootenay hanging on for their life there at the end. One last save. So that one's going to end in a tie. Good game. So next game up here is going to be Central Zone Rockets against the Nanaimo Clippers. Running a bit behind schedule here today. It's going to be a late night.